All right. Welcome, middle school audience. We have our men's middle school 8 lining up. The race is running about 10 minutes behind schedule. We're supposed to launch at 10:54. Middle school still lining up. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, they're lining up. And it looks like we're still having issues with the lineup. Capital City's been ready for a good bit. A little bright, so hard to see quite the screen. Probably got a better view at home or on your phone in the shade. It's a bright, warm day. The wind is not too strong. It was a good bit stronger earlier, but it's calmed down a bit. And we have our boats looking for their lanes, looking for the lineup. Probably need to back it up a little bit. Hard to do in those big 8 boats, but it should be our Capital City. There's one other group here, lake rowing. Not sure what their oars are. Hard to see. I got a smaller screen, but I'm pretty sure that's our boat. Let's see. That's the only boat with red oars, and we got them. Small screen, lots of glare. Yeah, that's definitely okay. Great. That means boat at the bottom of your screen when we start. Which in middle school, always a tough thing to know. It is hard to get those boats lined up, especially those 8s. It's a lot of rowers, it's a lot of boats. They do not turn easily. And the crowd cheering on, some rowers heading out to the start. We've got a lot of boats queued up. Beautiful lake. A great looking day. Well, looks like we got the lineup might be happening except for one boat. We seem to have one boat off. It's going to be a tough job for the starter.
It would be either Tyler Herman or Leuven, probably Tyler Herman. Yes.
Waiting on lineup. Let's take a look at the course. Spring season, and the spring season means sprints, which is short distances, usually straight on a line, kind of what you're used to seeing with the Olympic style rowing, head-to-head boat races, boats racing right next to each other. It differs from the fall racing. Fall racing is called your head racing, kind of unfortunate naming when you're going head-to-head in the spring season, but head races are on longer rivers with winds and turns, and with that in the mix, you go by time. instead of by which boat crosses first. Of course, time is also kept during sprint season, but you're boat to boat, and you run in heats. And in the fall season, the head races are usually longer, up to 5K if you're in high school, those longer distances, and rolling starts. You don't start head-to-head like you do in the spring season without sprints. You're doing more. 2K is probably one of your longest races that you'll do, like it states. Middle school is doing a 1K, which is a long race for them. New to the sport, there's a lot to push. Looks like we might be getting close to alignment.
So some days I'm like, yeah, it's really hitting, but other days I'm like, I'm so sure. I just don't like a playlist of
About at that 10-minute late mark. Can't hear what's going on with the starting line, so we don't know exactly what they're trying to go for. We're trying to back up some boats, or we're trying to move some forward. See, our rowers are not at attention, so we're nowhere near getting ready to start yet.
And to go from one, bottom barrel team in the nation with that high goal was very stressful, very tough, very challenging, but it was very worth it. Every step of the way was full of adversity, full of challenges, but I really enjoyed it. It was incredible. My favorite race was probably the week before COVID. This is in 2020. We had raced FLT, which they were undoubtedly the best team in the state of Florida.
Oh, we had a start. That is definitely a floating alignment. So we have some boats that we just could not quite get back. So it looks like Capital City, we had a bit of an oar-lock issue, looks like.
Season ended a week later, unfortunately with COVID.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've got one oar missing. One oar down. We need to stop the boat and pull that oar up, or is the oar lost? What has happened? It looks like the oar is dragging. Looks like a crab was caught. That means you should stop the boat and pull that oar back rather than row right through it. Looks like our coxswain is taking the choice to push through it with the oar in the water. That is not going to work for the race. Usually when you catch a crab that heavy, you stop the pressure on that oar with a full boat of 8 rowers pulling as hard as they can. You can tell, wow, they were able to recover that while in motion. How about that? Look at that. Tough start to the race. But that is a little bit faster when you don't have an oar in the water. It's not about perfection, it's about how you recover. All right, Capital City. Got about 500 meters left in the race. That's about half the race down. Let's see. Half the race down. Let's go, boys. Men's middle school 8. Looks like they could recover a third. They're coming even with us, and it looks like they are getting contact. Even with us, we're about 200 meters away from the finish line. They have contact with that third-place boat. If we look to the side, we should be able to see that. Oh, not only contact, but they are catching the boat. They are catching, and if they keep up, they will definitely take back that third. Lost to a terrible start. something this crew likes doing. They like starting behind and coming back. I think we saw that at the double duel last week. Got about 100 meters left in the race. Come on, boys. I think they got it. That is a certainty. There's no fade. They are increasing speed. They're going to take that third. Second is far away. Who knows if the race was long enough? Maybe they could catch him. Covered our oar work. Staying out of the water. We had lots of splash and lots of drag in the beginning, but looking a lot cleaner. A little bit of feathering. Nicely done, boys. Good recovery. Pull out a medal. Well, that's right. This is heated races, so we'll have to see what the time was compared to the others. But coming third in your heat after a tough start. Saying good race to everybody. Good sportsmanship. Absolutely. Look at that beautiful weather. All right, we'll see everybody for the next race.